We now return to a king's dilemma. Let's continue on developing the steam giant here. Following the many discoveries allowed by Isidora's exceptional mind, the wise and the learned think that knowledge can answer all questions, spiritual ones included. This is why many are surprised when a lost book written by Isidora titled The Secrets of the Soul is found in the Royal Library. It contains revolutionary theories on the fundamental union between matter and spirit. Oh my god, we're making dreadnoughts. Infuse souls into the steam engines. An unprecedented topic for Isidora. So much so that the rector questions the book's authenticity. Do we accept Isidora's spiritual book as legit? As legit? Really? Legit instead of legitimate. Yuck. Well, I say yes, because, if nothing else, we need this stuff to be here. We're already getting +7 crowns, and we get nothing if it goes negative. So, yeah. The Secrets of the Soul instantly becomes very popular, prompting a healthy dialogue between scholars and priestesses. Is it finally time to unveil the secret link between spirit and matter? An academy for the spirit. Oh boy. After the revelation of Isidora's devotion, a new age of harmony and cooperation between scholars and priestesses blooms. A new order within the cult is established called the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment. The brightest priestesses of the cult are encouraged to join the new order and devote themselves to the methodical study of spiritual matters. Much groundbreaking work is done on pivotal questions like the weight of the soul, or for how long the body remains in the earth when buried after death, before going back to the mother's womb to be born again renewed. And part 2. Okay. Alright. That's that for that. Spirit of the Academy, let's continue the march to Lorraine. Find out what that's about. Titus, a retired soldier from the unit sent to the monastery of Lorraine, has strangled one of his former comrades in his sleep. Military code requires a capital punishment, but he claims he was the prey of malevolent nightmares and acted against his own will. Do we execute Titus the soldier? I'm trying to keep these things in the north. But we unlock a new storyline here. Let's say nay. The state of stupor induced by the nightmares partially excuses the soldier's actions. We decide to pardon him. 4A nightmares. Following the pardon of Titus, a soldier from the unit sent to Lorraine who killed one of his comrades in his sleep, many killers excuse themselves by referring to malevolent dreams. Yeah, see, like, that's the same thing that's happened before. Okay, it's still within the top part, though. I thought that was maybe going to unlock something for me. Let's continue with sailing away. Let's try and get that to the north side again. Ooh, what is going on here? The Endearing, a ship from Signar's fleet, turned to piracy during the expedition and is now preying upon our trade routes. The crew quickly gained a reputation for cruelty and bloodlust, and their captain is now infamous as Arsenia the Relentless. The High Commander says piracy should not be tolerated, but it's only a single pirate ship. Do we send the Navy to hunt down the mutineers and their captain? Don't we already have some pirates floating around? We have to. We gotta send that back up. Yes. We send a military vessel to hunt for the Endearing. After a gruesome battle, our sailors board the ship and slaughter the pirates from first to last. Many rejoice for the end of Arsenia's reign of terror. Rulers of the waves, ever since we defeated Arsenia, the Relentless, and her bloodthirsty pirate crew with firm resolve, everybody knows that we control the sea with an iron grip. Quickly getting rid of my decision points here. Back to the Golden Temple. Scholar Litmius has discovered a secret chamber in the temple containing hundreds of golden leaves, minutely inscribed in the old language. He is translating them with his most trusted assistants, but progress is slow. He requests help, but the presence of more people near the sacrificial pit is undesirable. This is the kind of secret that can be sold to our enemies for a huge sum. We send more scholars to help Litmius in the secret chamber. God. Oh my god, we would lose out on so many points here. Like, everybody's saying yeah. I definitely think no. We're about to lose one of our points here. Alright. We can't go spending all of our points. More trusted scholars are sent to the Golden Temple to help Litmius and his assistants. The more who know of the secret ritual, though, the greater the chance of spies leaking this precious information to our enemies. The effort bears fruit, however. The Golden Scrolls give a full account of the rise and fall of the ancient Sun Empire. Rise and fall of the Sun Empire. And it was thanks to the mastery of agriculture first, and then mathematics, that our people could think of more than mere survival and develop what was known for centuries as the Sun Empire. The entire East was under our rule, but a few kingdoms rose up in the western steppes. The most powerful among them was the reign of the Chalice. Once it peacefully joined our empire, it became our door to the west. To maintain the peace, a marriage was arranged between the daughter of the Chalice King and the first son of the greatest family in the Sun Empire. Sometimes, after solving a dilemma, the scholars of Libra will discover a mystery. Mysteries are important discoveries that shed light on past kingdoms and civilizations. Each storyline has its own mystery to discover. I guess that would be this one. Okay. Ooh, good. It's still within range. So is that like a thing here? Mystery. Yeah. Alright, rather than do a separate video just for this, seeing as how there's only one... Oh, this is... Okay, never mind. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is different. It was thanks to the mastery of Sun Empire East, once it was peacefully rejoined, Chalice King, Sun Empire. After some centuries, the entire continent was ours. A council of the 9 most influential families was formed to rule over the empire. One of them, Rhea of the Chalice province, claimed to have found a way to make them immortal, but the price they would have to pay was their own children. The council was horrified and banished her from the empire. When Rhea finally arrived with her 8 invincible generals, the war was lost. The council gathered all our remaining knowledge and resources and hid anonymously all over the world. One day, we will return to dethrone Rhea. She may have dimmed the Sun Empire, but the sun will rise again after the eclipse, like a black dawn. When Rhea rebelled, the civil war between the loyalists, mainly from the eastern provinces, and the rebels, coming mostly from the west, lasted for decades, wreaking havoc, misery, and suffering upon the population. Neither side could prevail, but the superior numbers of the loyalists, paired with their superior troops and weapons, allowed them to retain control of the forts along the Nebula Mountains and hold the east, at least for a while. So we see where the origin of the Lady and the 9 come from. Interesting. Sail away. We received news that after months spent wandering the sea or ocean in search of the fabled island, our fleet has discovered a large shipwreck graveyard. On the brink of insanity due to their lengthy journey, the sailors want to abandon the search and recover the sunken treasures. Do we order the sailors in the sea or ocean to keep exploring? No. Our sailors abandon Signar's mad search for the lost island of the Salan Union, and the fleet begins the retrieval operations. The hope is that those unexpected treasures may at least repay the cost for such a wretched expedition. We should have continued. As their ships drift above the vast field of wrecks, our sailors are amazed by the number of vessels involved. Only the fabled Salan Union could have been capable of launching such a gigantic fleet. It's hard to believe a civilization able to field so many ships could ever collapse. The retrieval operations are complicated, requiring sailors to jump into the water and anchor the heavy relics with ropes. After some time, many notice a disturbing detail. All the ships apparently belong to the same faction, yet they were sunk while battling each other. Well, I'm sure we would have continued on and eventually found it, but we need to keep... I mean, that would have sent 2 of them down into the black. This does seem to have unlocked a continued thing, though. Okay, I think one more decision is going to send us off anyway, so why don't we start doing some of this Know Thy Enemy stuff. Let's start with the Scarams. The Scarams, a nomadic people from the unclaimed lands near the northern mountains, drink a beverage made with goat milk fermented with a secret herb. Our soldiers are eagerly purchasing it, and the guild mistress would like to import it, thinking it would be a successful product. However, it is strongly alcoholic, and some question its wholesomeness. Do we import the milk-based Scaram beverage? Yeah? I mean, what's it hurt? Not a damn thing. Should we gain an alliance with these guys again while we still have the chance? Yeah. Our merchants make agreements with a few barbaric producers to supply their strong drink to our kingdom. The people rejoice and launch a celebratory fair about the northern culture, while scholars scorn such low pleasures of the flesh. Goat milk became increasingly popular, and the high demand activated a precious trade channel with the barbaric Scaram tribes of the Brown Hills. Don't we have some sheep of our own? I guess they're sheep, not goats. Same difference. Yep. There goes the king. King has abdicated. A golden era. Achievement. Opulence. Probably because I maxed out this thing. That's why I got that achievement. A real shame I didn't get a chance to spend more of those, but nonetheless. Alright. We can go moderate again. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Opportunist. 1 resource for everything in the lower track, 2 additional if all of them are there. Greedy. 2 coin for every resource, 2 if... Okay, we should go for Opportunist. Available. None of them available for just white. Wine and diplomacy. Well, let's see how many black crown I can get out of this. I don't know if it's worth 10 coin to do the alliance thing again. Funny, we were almost bad with these people. We were almost enemies with them. Now we have a chance to form 2 alliances. For all my money. That's probably not a great idea. Is it a good idea? Is it a good idea to form alliances again, though? Who are you nemesis with? Okay, that didn't seem to have an impact too much. Like, all you get from it is another action, right? I kind of forget now. Now let's save the coins. We may actually need them for like an emergency council removal or something. Okay. New reign. Let's get into Know Thy Enemy in Enkal. I'm feeling brave. Some of our soldiers have developed an admiration for the strength of the Ankali warriors. Some would like to adopt Askadar, their peculiar training regimen. Many recruits, however, believe it to be too harsh. Do we train our soldiers with Askadar, the Ankal training regimen? I mean, super soldiers? And it sends us downward, too. Yes. The Ankali believe it is everyone's moral duty to strive for self-perfection. Askadar is a sophisticated philosophy rather than a simple martial training method. To the dismay of recruits, it involves hand-to-hand combat while naked in the snow and running and climbing in full equipment. Adapting to such a harsh routine will take time. The way of perfection. While many recruits complained about the unnecessarily harsh new training conditions upon their inception, thanks to Askadar, our troops definitely became more fit. Good. We have steam engines. We have super soldiers. We have... Well, I have to get the explosives. We know how to make explosives. I have to unlock it. We should be good to go, though. Hopefully. We're heading down that way. Okay. Okay. Good. I have enough points. Let's take this one out right now. This is the one that screwed up my last playthrough. This is where I ended the playthrough. The first time. Gutlab, a disgraced and exiled Enkali clan leader, approaches our diplomats. He's plotting to overthrow the current king of the Enkali, Caesar, and he's asking for our help. The army wants to support him. The new leader would be our ally. Our diplomats, however, believe we should reveal this plot to Caesar to prove our honor. These are honorable people. That would be the thing to do. Do we help Gutlab, exiled clan leader, dethrone the warrior king? Okay. Yeah, I was in this position. I did not have the points to override the council. We said yes. It was bad. We're going to say no, even though it's going to send these things upward and I'm going to lose out on some points. We don't want to help. Our diplomats denounce the plot to the king of the Enkali, and Gutlab's rebellion is suffocated before it can even start. Caesar praises our truthfulness and honorability. Maybe we'll now have allies in a war. As a result, our diplomatic relations with Enkal greatly improve. Commercial trade and cultural exchanges flourish. Goody goody good, good, good. Are we also going to get their red iron? Our recent actions prove to the Enkali that we are honorable. I mean, we got some questionable things in the closet, but yes, after centuries of mutual indifference, we have a fruitful yet fragile cultural and business relationship. Oh boy, what if they find out? Oh boy, because we're letting foreign scholars meddle with our secret blood to gold pot. Red iron becomes abundant in our kingdom, including weapons for our army. Yes. The only persistent source of friction is religious. Since their ancestors fought against a sun empress, oh, these are the guys who declared herself divine. The Enkali abhor the concept of religion. This causes occasional incidents with the most devout of our people. Well, we're not really on their side anyway, are we? Because of this, the announcement of a planned marriage between Edgarn, brother of the Duke of Coden, and Lyra, daughter of the warrior king of the Enkali, causes a sensation. Coden are our rivals, and they are the side family of the royal family. That's their goal, too. Create an alliance with another kingdom. Did we just inadvertently help out a rival? Every choice is the wrong choice. Unite with another kingdom. That seems to be their main goal, too. I've completed secondaries, but not our first one. Okay, well, if we're not going to war with them, and I apparently couldn't get the other guys, that was a very short battle, who does that leave left? Are there more? Aside from the Lorraine? Maybe that was it. Maybe I was supposed to have chosen that path. We would have gone to war with them if we'd selected the other guy. And with their red iron, it doesn't go so well. But maybe that's the only way we can conquer them. I mean, now that we have steam engines, well, do we? We're working on it. I haven't really unlocked it, have I? Or is it something to unlock? Add a Vulture's Legion. Savage people affected by the Scarlet Hunger. Very effective to scare the enemy. The Scarlet Hunger? What is that? I mean, these are probably the Savage unit that they were talking about earlier, but the hell is the Scarlet Hunger? Virtue of Destruction. After burning his eye by staring at the sun through a farscope, the astronomer Firmus is suggesting that the sun is not the warm heart of the mother spreading her love upon the world, as the cult has always said, but is actually an immense burning deposit of onyx dust. The implications of this theory would be unsettling for the minds of the uneducated. We ban the belief that the sun is a burning deposit of onyx dust. I mean, it's probably not true either, but apparently everyone is saying no, and now we're sending that... Oh, God. I'm not going to get my black crowns. What is more important? I think I've been playing this wrong. I think you are supposed to go towards your goals. I don't see how this changes my goal. It could change things for the kingdom, for sure. But am I supposed to be focused more on the preparations for the day of the eclipse and the uprising and worry about surviving that so that then the end goal... I don't know. I'm tempted to actually look up the rules to the board game to see how you're supposed to be playing this. Because this doesn't tell you at all. God. On the other hand, if we piss off the religious people, maybe the northerners will like me more. Alright. One of the most precious parts of Hisidora's legacy is that progress can't be held back by old and outdated superstitions. We let Firmus spread his ideas. A transient cosmos. The idea that the sun is made of exploding onyx dust, while it made us increasingly aware about the precariousness of life, sparked new research on the nature of the cosmos. That is out of reach. There's no way I'm getting that back down here. I'm not making black crowns at all, am I? Oh, really? Regarding the divination skills of the Ashers. Let's move on to something else for a little bit before we come back. An honorable alliance with Duin. Thera and Edgarn. Okay, this is the joining of a kingdom. I see. Let's do something else first. Yeah, let's try Deep Treasures in Salad. It cost me a few coins. Sister Madge, a priestess from the Union Monastery in Salad, claims to have found references to the ancient naval battle lost by the Salan in an old book she found in the library of the monastery. It may shed some light on the fall of the lost civilization. Do we invest further, in investigation into the ancient Salan naval battle? Yeah? Why wouldn't we? After months of further investigation, our scholars discover new information in an ancient military treaty. Treaty or treatise? The admiral of their fleet was suddenly betrayed by many of his own ship captains, and the ensuing fratricidal combat sunk the entire fleet. Without its ships, the power of the Salan rapidly waned, and the Union was scattered into dozens of small kingdoms within a few years. Well, we got a crown out of that. We also got really close to ending our reign. An academy for the spirits. Sure. Artemisia, a priestess from the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, was found guilty of heresy for her research into a ninth daughter of the Mother and sentenced to death. Despite this, a collection of her writings, called the Artemisia Code, wound up in the hands of Corbett, an unscrupulous merchant that has been selling copies to the nobles and artisans of Libra. Do we ban Artemisia's heretical book? No? It looks like we lose out on one either way. No, let's keep pushing the heresy. Even if the prior mother is upset by our decision, all discoveries have the right to be spread, discussed, and possibly accepted, or rejected based on their validity. The book proves to be a huge success, selling many copies among our nobility. What did I say at the very beginning? There was a question about, is it acceptable to repress certain things that go against the cult? Did I say yes or no? Honestly, I don't think that matters. I'm seriously certain that everything is compartmentalized, that there is no overall thing, like if you don't stick to your house history, it doesn't matter. If you don't stick to the beginning, like it just... They seem to be like questions and stories and consequences for that particular thing, and that's it. There's no overarching thing in the background. The book shocks the public with its insinuations about the alleged secret ninth daughter of the Mother actually being a male. Uh? That's interesting. And the king is dead. Or abdicated. Whatever. Ah, damn it. Well, we were going to lose one either way, so, I mean, still. Why are they so hard to get? God, now everything's up there. Rebel. One for every resource in the upper, one for every in the lower. One additional if it's empty. We need more, though. We need to be an opportunist again. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, there's a food pantry. Gets me 2 white crowns. That's not what we need right now. I need to save up. At the very least, get, like, onyx bombs. Or something. Another legion. I'm willing to bet the tunnels, like, that probably is, like, during the uprising, get yourself out. Like, preparation for the uprising is a big one. Build a royal treasure room. That seems important, too. I don't know, man. Alright. What else? We got a lot of coins here. I think it's safe now to make an alliance, except now nobody is up. Well, these guys, we can make friends with them. Alright, form an alliance with these guys. Alright, 2 alliances. Yeah, it just adds 1 point to this. Well, that may become more important as time goes on. The thing is, though, I think that this game is really a balancing act in a lot of ways, one of which is that you want to make decisions which are going to keep this sort of bouncing in the middle so that the reign lasts longer, because then you get better decisions, or better choices and opportunities for the things over here which give you, you know, your crowns. So, like, getting more opportunities to use these to override or to corrupt your council members and whatnot, to try and change it. Like, I really think that, especially with like the goals and all that, I really feel like the game is all about, you know, forgetting the story, forgetting the morality of your choices and all that stuff, which is usually what these decision-based games are. I really feel like this is more of a metagame or play towards the end game thing, where you are really only concerned about getting your goals and trying maybe for the best outcome during the uprising, whatever that is about. But whatever. Anyway, I think it's time to end this one here, so I will, and see you next time.